But then they saw the rough cut of Mean Streets, a rough cut of it, and they changed their minds. It was really a nice, very nice time for us, about 1972, 73, I think, because the subject matter at the time, even at that time, was kind of difficult subject matter for a studio. And with the right budget, and with the combination of me and De Niro coming off of Mean Streets, they thought they might have the possibility of making the picture. I remember talking to Dustin Hoffman about it first. He was about to do Lenny at that time. And I think then there was talk of other actors, but when I think De Niro was off in another picture or something, I think it was Godfather 2. So, but when it worked out that Bob was willing to do it, and the studio seeing Mean Streets, buying Mean Streets, actually Warner Brothers, and then having me do Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, which was a more commercial picture in a sense, and that was successful. So we had the possibility then of making the picture, but even then the budget was really constricted at that time. We just wanted to make the film. We felt very passionate about the script, and we even thought, Michael and Julia Phillips and myself, we thought of making the film in video, if need be, on video, and in black and white video. There was talk of doing it in a different city, but then it wouldn't be the same. The taxi systems in other cities in America are different to a certain extent. So we knew we had to stay in New York. It was pretty expensive. And the script was so tight and so strong that it made it very clear in my mind as to how the picture should look. And really, it comes from Schrader's vision in the telling of the story. And ultimately, I realized that visually, we should pretty much see everything from Travis's point of view, not let anybody else's thought process or frame of mind really enter into the film. And this would isolate him more and put you more on his side, so to speak. Not that we were looking for that, but meaning that it just seemed to me, no matter what the character is, that you're going along the journey with that character. You may like the character, you may not, but it's just that you're interested in the character. We certainly felt, De Niro, myself, and so did Chapman, we felt very strongly about the emotions that the story created in us in a way that it evoked from us, and it made us very passionate about making the film and making the best film we could make under the circumstances, and then, of course, defending it in the editing, too. That became a big issue. But it's interesting to note, I think, that it was a film that we didn't think was going to be seen by anybody. We just had to make it. We didn't think it was going to be successful financially, and it was. And we didn't think it was going to be recognized critically, and it was. We just had to make it. We were going on to make other pictures. At that time, I was thinking of doing, different genre-type based films in the Hollywood studios. What was left of the studio system at the time was very little. And the process was all changing, and we were part of that change. Coppola, Bogdanovich, and Friedkin were already there. And then was Lucas, Spielberg, myself, Paul Schrader, John Milius, and a number of others. I may be forgetting a few, but we began to change things. It was in the doing of it. This film comes out of a very special time, but we thought we were also going to change the genres. And I think probably Lucas and Spielberg were the ones who were most successful at that, meaning they took the genres from the past and recreated them for the new.